Here are some signs that someone is playing victim. Quite frankly, I'm sick of seeing everyone being manipulated so fucking easily by these losers, and it's not hard to notice if you know what to look for, so pay close attention. When they do something wrong,
there used to be a time that fairy tales were true. The king and the queen and all the pills were blue. But then the pill changed, the red pill's the truth. Forget the married life, I got better things to do. Stack money. Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notifications button so you can get the videos as soon as I put them out, which are typically around 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Next, I would not be talking about all women, even though it feels like it. And if it feels like I'm talking about you, you need to check yourself, because I'm only talking about bad women that do bad things to good men. All right, guys, if you're looking for the music to the intro and you want the link to the second channel, both are below in the description. All right, we are back outside. If you can see, my normal walk area right now is covered with mud. About 15 degrees outside, but that doesn't stop me. You guys remember last week, I was just in Miami on the Ferris wheel. Well, now we back outside and it's cold outside, but I'm not bothered by it. I'll be back in Miami in 2 months. Until then, we keep trucking, all right? Today, I'm gonna be talking about how men can protect themselves from getting hurt. Women are willing to be in relationships with guys, but a lot of you guys have to be able to give yourself a dose of reality and the woman a dose of reality. Too many of us live inside of our fairy tale world, and inside of this fairy tale world, you may find yourself over-analyzing every situation. So today we're gonna keep things simple, and I'm just gonna be giving you some tips on what to do to protect your heart whenever you're dealing with women. And the reason why I am doing this video is because, like I said before, guys, I get more dating questions than I do red pill, than I do MGTOW, than anything. Matter of fact, all of us content creators, emails are filled with dating advice, regardless of how many guys are talking about their MGTOW in the comments, all right? Let's get to it. First, before you start dealing with any woman again, you must stop and analyze your old patterns, things that you did in the past that actually got you hurt. Not a lot of people sit back and do self-evaluations whenever it comes to relationship, due to the fact that they put so much love and heart into the person that hurt them that they're always finding fault in the person that hurt them. It's always the other person's fault. So they spend a lot of their time in misery just worried about the faults of the person that hurt them. But what you have to do is actually stop and give yourself a reality check and say, what am I doing wrong? How am I thinking wrong? And what mistakes did I make in the past? Was I liking the same woman? Did this woman like me back? Was I inside a facade? So the first thing that you have to do is hold accountability to the actions that you had in the past that got you messed up. And what that does is that triggers your brain to be more accountable when you start going towards the next woman. If you're unable to learn from your mistakes from previous relationships, the best thing for you to do is to go MGTOW. You have to go your own way if you cannot control your desires or able to change old patterns. Next, avoid bad news women. What do I mean bad news women? That's women that are automatically always got some type of drama going on with them. They always got some type of sketchy past. There's always something. No matter what happens, every single day it's a different adventure. Now, for a lot of you guys out there, you actually like this. You find yourself more drawn to women like this because you don't really have anything exciting in your life, and I've explained that to men 1,000 times. One of the biggest mistakes that guys have is not having a plan for yourself. It's not having a goal for yourself. So you start to believe that as long as you get in a relationship, you and her can figure it out, and the relationship is where your happy points are gonna be, because that's what you've seen in the movies, that's what you've seen in the videos, and that's what you've read in the books, right? And no one has been able to tell you the difference, mainly because you come from a single parent home. Not all of you, but majority of you. So if you learn to avoid bad news women, women that already got a bad name, women that are already coming with baggage, women that are already headed in a wrong direction, you can never feel that you can out-nice the situation and make her love you. That's a big mistake that men have. If I treat her extremely good, then she's going to see the good in me, and she's going to wish that she could be with me for the rest of her life because no one's going to treat her that good. Well, here's the secret. Women actually don't enjoy being treated like trash, but they do need some type of complexity within the relationship just to keep them interested. Once again, you would never be able to make a woman happy, but you have to be slow at trying to satisfy her. Next, don't allow yourself to get close. How do you not allow yourself to get close? Do not do too much communication. All right, when you start to communicate with a person for long periods of time, that's typically when you're going to make a lot of mistakes because you're going to emotionally and psychologically indebt yourself into them. And that's what a lot of you guys have done. You've put so much emotional attention in relationships that you feel like you have to make it work because you know her. You guys have been through a lot. No, you're just emotionally trapped in. Now you don't know what to do to emotionally get out. It's called emotionally indebted. You're emotionally indebted to her. You feel like you put in so much trying to love her that now it has to work. When in reality, it could be the end of the relationship right when you start to think that your love is actually starting to take effects on her. A lot of this stuff is psychological and is always driven through your desires. The core reason why most men fail with women is because you need sex and you're trying to disguise that with love. All right? Next, play her issues to your advantage. What do I mean? This is what you need to know. The girl that you love, guys like me are going to look at it and be like, man, she just one of these girls we call on the weekend. She one of these girls that we going to ran through. So if you get a girl who's dysfunctional, sexually hyper, loud, like to smoke, very adventurous, the type of girl that reminds you of a porn star, you have to treat her that way. You have to learn to treat a whore like a whore. Too many of you guys are running around here treating dime pieces like fucking hood rats, and you're treating hood rats like dime pieces because the dime pieces are more exciting, they make you horny, and they make you feel alive when you're around them because there's always something going on. You gotta understand, a bad girl has gotta be a bad girl. The girl that sucks your dick, lick your balls, and do all the nasty stuff cannot be the woman that you give your heart to. There's a reason why high-value men would rather pay for the sex for convenience and then tell her to go home. It's simple as that. When I worked valet, right, in Miami at the Shore Club across from the Satai, 21st and Collins, everybody know what it is. All my Miami people stand up. We know about Shore Club, 21st and Collins. You know about the back of Lowe's. We know about the Ritz-Carlton in the back of the Ritz-Carlton. That's where the money is made. That's why all the businessmen come in and they be like, yo, Aunt, they used to tell me, I need nose candy and women, bro. How much is gonna cost for me to get nose candy and women? That's how it is in Miami, bro. Regardless of what people telling you, these guys pay for it. Everybody is paying for it. Why? Because they know the difference between a slutty broad and a good broad. That's what you gotta learn. Because a lot of these girls that you guys ended up with were the women that all the cool dudes knew, like, yo, we just running through her, but you wanted to love her. Next, you must be able to tell yourself not to fall in love. This is a hard trait that a lot of you guys have, but this goes out to everyone that talks to themselves, and I made a video about people that talk to themselves. When you're in a relationship and you're starting to like a woman and maybe it's getting a little close, tell yourself not to fall in love. What that's going to do is that's going to spark your brain to be more cautious in the direction that you're headed with her. When you say, all right, I'm not going to love her, I'm not going to love her. Now you try to find fault. What is it about her that you see that would keep you from falling in love? Because if you don't find any fault in a woman and you're not able to see anything wrong with her, chances are the problem is you just haven't been with a woman in a while and you need sex, so you're overlooking everything else and just trying to work on getting the sex, which is why you become a super duper nice guy. All right? Next, last but not least, you have to learn to like safe women. What are safe women? Safe women are the women that already like you, but you may not be that attracted to them back. The same way that a lot of these girls ended up with you, they wasn't attracted to you, they didn't like you, but they just kept you around to keep company. Well, you're in the same boat. You got to start thinking like her. Start being attracted to the girls that are attracted to you, but you're not attracted to them back. It may be something hard to develop, but then again, you just need somebody to be around you. You have to understand, bad girls learned how to be bad from bad men. It's just that women are more absorbent and overanalyze everything. I told a girl the other day, I said, don't try to use the Bible against me when it comes to relationships, which is what a lot of women like to do, and a lot of you guys too, you like to resort back to the Bible. But I told this girl, I said, I'm not a religious person, but I have sat back and listened to all these coaches of people and every Bible. One thing that I have noticed is that there's not no Bible on this planet that has a chapter, that has a scripture, or that has a verse warning women about men, but yet every Bible has chapters, scriptures, and a bunch of verses warning men about women. That's just food for thought. You do the dishes, and you make sure you tell a woman that whenever you get ready to argue with her about relationships, and she trying to put all the blame on a man. Hopefully you guys are able to get the message behind the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. For some reason, man, every time I post a video, I always got like 5 people that immediately unsubscribe, but then I gain the subscribers back by the end of the day. This how it is, bro. And a lot of you are starting to run your mouth too. When a woman doesn't like you and she wants to end the relationship, she picks an argument so she don't feel bad about walking away from the relationship. All right, with you guys, if you're gonna unsubscribe, unsubscribe. Don't pick an argument with me so you feel better about unsubscribing. That's whole shit. This is Anthony Spade. Hasta la vista.